How are you?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for being.
Thank you.
Okay, great. You're welcome. So guess what? I watch New Amsterdam. I'm just gonna start with that.
That's good.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite shows. But I want to start by asking you what initially drew you to acting, and how did you land your first major role?
I actually had no intention. I mean, I played Joseph in like the play in church when I was a kid, but I really didn't have. I never thought about it as being something I would do for a living or anything. Until a little bit later on, I was actually doing live shows and stuff like that, doing concerts. And one of the other actors was like, "Hey, you should go down to Central Casting." And I was like, "Man, I can't act. I'm not. That's not me." And I actually got lucky. I was doing background on the set of The Nick, and Steven Soderbergh's assistant director actually came around randomly and was like, we're going to have you do this because in between the shots, I'd actually bumped into Andre Holland, not knowing who he was. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. And he was like, we're going to do that again, but this time you're going to have a confrontation. And it ended up being my first speaking role. And I didn't know what had happened, but then I realized I need to get good at it if I'm going to do this. And I knew I liked it. And from there, it just progressed.
Wow, I love that. And with that being said, my next question, I want to go right into it. Like, how do you prepare for a major role or a major character?
Oh, there's a lot of things. First, you've got to know the script. So that's the first thing. And then you can break the script down and you actually try to figure out, for me, I try to figure out what do I have in common with the character, what do I have that's different from the character, and then try to see the world through that character's eyes. Build a character, because what is he like? What's his favorite cereal? Does he eat cereal? How many sisters or brothers does he have? Ask yourself these questions and stuff like that that's not on the page. And then you kind of get to know the character yourself, and then you can show the world who that character is.
I love that. So you just dropped a gem. So for the people who want to be in acting, he just gave y'all some good information.